Hey guys, it's Kip here from KDC Marketing, and in today's video, I want to show you a cool tool that I made inside of Figma Make and talk a little bit about how I made it and show you what it does and to hopefully give you some ideas of some things that you can make with Figma Make as well. So when you start a new Figma Make file, this is what you get, and you type in an idea of something that you want it to build for you. So my idea was a website ROI calculator because when you work with business owners and they want a website, they usually want to know the ROI. And they aren't as concerned with the platforms and features and all those things. If you can show them the true value of the website, which is the ROI of the website, then it's easier for them to make that investment and to see and connect the dots between the website and how it's going to help them grow their business. So this is something that I built in here. It's a website ROI calculator. You have the client's name, your company name, then you have a couple of sliding fields here. So average customer value of the client, the website investment, whatever that cost is, the new customers they usually get per month on average, and then the time frame, the payback time frame that you want to look at. And then it will calculate all of this down here at the bottom. So you'll see that their customer value is 6,400. They average 6 customers a month, and in 13 months with a $9,000 website investment, this would give them this much revenue, this much net profit, and would take them 0.2 months to pay back the website. So it'd be a really good ROI here. And then you can export this to JPEG or PNG. Now, this is something that I wanted to create because it helps me to focus on the ROI and to ask the right questions and to ask them about their average customer value and how many new customers per month they get on average. So we can start thinking about if we improve the website or build a website to begin with, then we know about the value the website can bring. And so this is the final public URL, published URL here where you can actually use the tool. And you can see that I have ABC Marketing here, and they're working with KDC Marketing. Their average customer value is 30K. Website investment, we're going to bump this up to 15K just to make it interesting. New customers per month, they usually get 2, and we're going to look at a 3-month time frame. So this is their investment. So their total revenue over 3 months, $180,000. Their net profit, $165,000, and their payback period is less than a month. So great ROI here. And if I want to export this, it also puts the client's name here, prepared by my company, and then export for presentation. And I will show you guys what it looks like in the exported form. So you get this nice summary of the website investment and analysis. You could use this in a presentation, or you could just use this internally if you wanted to start to think about what's the actual value I can provide to this client. Now, what you'd want to avoid is you have a scenario where you have a website investment of 50,000 and the average customer value is 500, and they only get 3 customers per month. And even looking at a 12-month time frame, let's take a look here. 10 months. So their net profit is, they're out $35,000. Their payback period is a long time. Current numbers, you need more customers. So it can show you that as well. If you don't have quite the customers or the customer value to merit a certain investment, it can show that as well. But if you change a few of the things here, maybe we bring this down, bring this up, we can get to a good spot. So this is live. I'll put this somewhere so you can use this tool if you want to. But the way I made this in Figma Make was just prompting back and forth and asking it to update things, change things, add the download features. And it's a very simple tool. A couple of sliders here, a download, and then there are some calculations that are happening. But you can kind of see the different prompts that I use to build this, and there's quite a few of them. I went back and forth many times here with Figma Make to get this to where I wanted it to be, but I'm happy with how it turned out, and am excited to share this as just a free resource if you want to check out this resource. So if you want to start building things with Figma Make, I highly recommend it. It's a good one to use. There are several of these tools out there. And really the tool that works for you really depends on what you're trying to do. This is a very, very basic tool. I'm not really collecting any customer information. I have one download feature and some calculations. So if you needed something more robust, you might want to go with one of the coding tools that are out there. Figma Make obviously writes code, but it might not be as good as some of the other ones out there that are on the market, like Lovable or Replit or Base 44 or any of those tools that are out there. And there's a bunch of them, and they all do different things and have different features and strengths and weaknesses and things like that. So just want to showcase this because if you're using Figma, you can also use Figma Make if you have a paid plan, and you can do things like this. And it was fun for me to put this together. And I didn't want to show the whole prompting process. I think that's kind of boring, and testing things and seeing things break and then trying to fix them. But I felt like this turned out pretty good for what I wanted it to be, which was a basic tool. So I'll put a link to this if you want to use it. If you want to build something, then you really just need your imagination or the problem that you experienced, and to go in and start prompting and asking it to update and make changes. So that's what I have for today's video on Figma Make. Check it out and see what you can build. It's a lot of fun.